What you doing? I'm the C, and this is Alcohol and Anime. And for this time, I have with me my friend.
Hello.
His name's Blue. And for this one, it's kind of a weird one. It's something I actually imagined for this podcast to be, which was to drink alcohol with friends and watch an anime series, a short series. It's turned into films instead because those are shorter. But then Blue wanted to watch Attack on Titan with me, and he tricked me into a bunch of other stuff, which I'm going to get to in a bit. But we watched the first half of the first season through the Battle of Trost, right? That's the name of it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Battle Trough.
13 episodes, and uh, I drank a lot, but he tricked me because he didn't tell me there were compilation films, which we could have easily watched. Instead, we spent uh 3 hours and then another hour and a half on a different day because sitting for 4.5 hours watching anime is a lot, even though I enjoyed it because I do that all day anyways. Yeah, you didn't tell me about the films. Why did we spend all this time watching the series instead of just watching the compilation films?
Man, it's just like the more the merrier, right? Like I like spending a lot of time watching something rather than you get more out of it, I feel like.
Yeah, I guess. Nah, I'm not going to complain because uh, for reasons I don't even remember anymore, I tried watching the show for. I mean, Blue and I talked about this a lot already, but for a podcast sake, I'll repeat myself. I tried watching Attack on Titan whenever the anime first came out. I think it was when it first came out. When did it come out? Let me think for a second and not just look this up for 2013. Let's see. I was in college. Yeah, I probably watched it right when it was first coming out. Uh, got through like 2 episodes is what I'm thinking after this rewatch. For some reason, didn't get into it. I don't know why. But I will say the second time through, enjoyed it a lot better. Uh, but I don't know. It might be a little cheating because I also started reading the manga earlier this year too. Whenever Kondasha Katakawa, oh, which one is it? Who publishes the anime or the manga? I don't remember. Kondasha. When Kondasha they sold the entire series for like some charity thing for like $20, and I was like, this is my chance to give it another try. So the other reason we watched up through the Battle of Trost is because that's how far I've read in the manga so far, and because it was a good. I mean, it was a good arc, I guess. Um, we're going to talk more about the anime, but like the name of my podcast is, um, it's alcohol and anime. So I want to talk about the alcohol first because I mean there was a lot of it on my end at least. Uh, but Blue, what did you drink?
Oh, I just had a little bit of Jägermeister.
Yep, you
Just a
sure did.
shot.
Yeah, just a shot. And you know how much I drink?
No, how much did you drink?
Well,
And
this is
also, what did you drink? So I'm wondering.
yeah. Well, because this is Attack on Titan and the main character's name is Eren Yeager. Assuming he's the main character, that would make sense. Uh, I drank Jägermeister also, except you tricked me because we ended up watching this on 2 separate days. We watched 8 episodes one day and then 5 episodes just now. I drank half a bottle of Jaeger because I was doing one shot for each episode. Um, and then you were like, let's finish this the next day. So then, being the smart person I am, I finished the rest of the bottle on my own and ran out of stuff to drink for these last few episodes. So, or ran out of Jaeger to drink. So then I had a Crown Apple, and that's fine. But an entire bottle of Jägermeister in a night. Uh, Probably a good thing I did finish it off because I probably wasn't going to want to drink it again for a second day. Also, I have no self control. So, um, those of you listening, I do want to remind you. So we drank, or I drank throughout the entire series, but Blue took one shot, which is fine. I keep saying I bring the alcohol, he bring the anime, and which is exactly what we did this time. But we're going. At least I'm also going to be drinking throughout the podcast. So you're going to hear drinking sounds. I'm sorry if it sounds gross, but yeah, we're going to do. Anyways, so that's our drink side of this podcast. Really short. Um, but I will say Jägermeister is a fitting drink for this show for another reason, besides the fact that Jaeger or whatever is the character's name. I also only tried Jaeger once before in my life, and it was okay. Didn't like it much. Uh, so this was also like a redemption for that, and it was better the second time. But it's been I don't know 4 5 years maybe since the last time I tried it, and it's been 8 9 years. Math. 8 years, 9 years, no, 8 years maybe 7 or 8 years since I first tried watching the anime. What do you think I like better, the anime or the Jaeger?
Uh, I think you like the Jaeger
It was okay.
more.
I actually did like the anime better. I was thinking about this
That's
a
good
lot.
to hear.
I know it's
That's
good
good
for
to
me to
hear.
hear too. So I mean, it's going to be a future thing. So yeah, I'll probably continue watching. I don't know. I feel like this is an ending point, but probably will continue watching Attack on Titan. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more. Uh, Probably will not drink Jaeger ever again. Maybe unless somebody offers it to me for some reason. Probably not going to try it again. You still have Jaeger though, because you only took one shot. You should have plenty. Are you going to drink more Jaeger out in your life?
For sure, dude. After trying it for the first time, it gave me some really nice vibes, I guess. I just love the taste of it, honestly. Can't wait to have more.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have to wait. You have the bottle. Nah, you do you. But okay, good. If you like, also forgot that it was your first time. I didn't even think about that. You just suddenly said you had a bottle, and if I would have thought about it, I would have had you take your first shot on this podcast. You would have had a recorded, recording of your first time trying Jaeger, because that's what everybody wants in their life is the audio
Yeah.
recording of that.
I can just remake it now. It's just like a bunch of like belches and disgusting sounds. There's nothing too wild about it.
That's what everybody
But
wants in their ear holes. Sounds of people drinking. I mean, like I said, you do you. If you want to share those lovely sounds with another shot, you could just fake it. Nobody knows what you're actually drinking. You could just
yeah,
drink some water.
I'm drinking. I'm on my second bottle of. No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
right. I'll
drinking some.
also going brag on myself. I mean, you know this. I drank that whole bottle yesterday. I was fine. I was fine today. I was all good.
It's insane.
Yeah, I know. I didn't
Um,
expect it. I'm kind of um impressed with myself and also just sad on myself. Like, really, I drank that entire bottle and I was still fine. But I don't know. Maybe I should. Nah, it's a good sign. It means I'm coherent enough to do this podcast. But maybe I'm not going to be able to get as silly and dumb enough as I thought to do this podcast. I mean, it's not supposed to be like a cool, like chill one. And I was supposed to be like more uppity and like, yeah, crazy, dumb stuff. But also, I don't have to be drunk to be dumb. Uh, that's enough about alcohol. That I bring it up for the namesake of the podcast, but we're actually going to talk about the anime. Have you read any of the manga? I'm assuming no.
I have not. No.
This might sound like a dick question. Did you know there was manga? Nah, I'm kidding. Um, yeah, I've read. I think it was just the first three the volumes covers how much we just watched, or maybe four. I don't know. Uh, so I'm trying to think about why in the past I wasn't into this. It doesn't make any sense either because the director of the anime he's done other stuff that I've liked before too. It's directed by Tetsuro Araki, and he's directed Death Note and High School of the Dead, two of my favorite anime. So I don't get why I didn't like it. I think maybe my taste had just changed. The more I think about it, I think it's because, and I mean, I don't know. I think it's because they spend so much of their time just sucking at killing Titans, and like they stay in the city area, or this it still has this whole like city background the whole time. I think I just got bored. I'm also more into story development, the action stuff. So just a bunch of like death and all that stuff the entire time. I don't know. Maybe that is what did it for me. Why? I don't know. But also, I mean, talked a whole lot during the anime about why do they suck so much. So why do they suck so much?
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Why do what suck so much?
Why? Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't say it. It's clear in my head. The soldiers, all the people fighting. Why do they suck at killing
Oh,
titans so much?
dude. I mean, it's been 100 years
Yeah, they should
since.
have this figured out.
No, it's been 100 years since they've had to deal with Titans on the inside. At least that's what they said.
Oh, on the
But
inside, but
so
yeah.
the everyone that's on the garrison or the military police, they've pretty much in their lifetime have never seen a Titan unless they were looking down at one from the wall. And yeah, that's all the experience they've ever had at the Titan. So it makes sense that they wouldn't be good at killing them, considering they've never killed one in their life. It's been hundreds of years. Their parents have probably never seen or killed one. You know what I mean? Something like it would take a soldier that goes outside. What are they called again? Do you remember?
The survey squad.
The survey corps, the scouts, they call
Dude,
them.
survey
The
squad
scout
sounds a lot cooler. Or survey scout.
survey squad.
The survey scout.
But
Survey
the only
scout
reason why
squad.
they are good at killing them is because, well, that's pretty much their job is they're out there. They are facing them pretty much all the time. That's their
Uh-huh.
job. So
Hey,
that's
that sounds like a bunch of excuses to me. Mikasa uh, just killed him like nothing. Right away. First time, wasn't a problem. What's everyone else's excuse?
hey man, sometimes people just have the talent to kill things. I don't know.
Hmm.
And there might be other reasons why she's good at it. You just don't know yet. It could be just in her blood, maybe.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to call out the potential racism. Uh,
What?
no, and you know what I'm talking about.
Maybe from her dad's side? I don't know.
No, we don't really need to repeat it on the podcast, but you know what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my goodness.
I'll just leave that as a little mystery for any listeners, um, because they're called the Asian clan or something like that. On here, they're called obviously their Wakasa is Asian. Doesn't look any different to anyone else than me. So I don't know. Maybe they're just used to it, or they're used to themselves. They can tell a difference. Everyone kind of just looks the same to me. On this show, I'm talking about in this anime, everyone just looks the same. Uh, but whatever. Still don't understand why people suck. But hey, no. They went to school for what 3 years, and I get they don't. They probably didn't fight any titans during school, but
Right.
still, you think there'd be a lot better. So the survey squad are a lot of them because we see Levi, we see a few of them, but I already knew who Levi was before I even watched his show. Uh, but he seems to be really good. Why are there a bunch of others like him in the survey squad?
Uh, there are others that are, capable of killing titans, but again, sometimes people just have like, you know, a good talent for killing or just like protecting or, maybe Levi also has something in his blood where, maybe his dad was a really good titan killer or something.
Okay, sure.
I guess you'll have to wait
Sure.
and find
Yeah,
out.
because I didn't even notice it till you pointed it out. Even though you said I probably would notice it, but I absolutely know I wouldn't. Because they both have. I mean, Costa and Levi have the same last name, right? Ackerman. Ackerman.
Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah.
Okay.
Hasn't been mentioned yet, but it should in the next few episodes, or might not even be this season. I don't really remember, but we'll see.
I just don't know. But yeah, I think everyone should get their shit together, get better, learn how to kill these things. Well, I mean, at the end of the episode, well, it was mainly their celebrity squad out there killing them, but then they also killed a lot of them with the cannons, which most of the time seem pointless unless you hurt them all up. I don't know. That's my biggest fault with this show so far is they just suck too much. I want to see them a lot better. Do they get better? Like, do other characters get really good at killing them? Kind of look forward to that at least.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say they do get better as a team, more like, than like solo. When it comes to certain people like Levi and Mikasa, they're just a little stronger than other people. Again, I don't want to spoil anything.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, yeah, you don't have to spoil anything if you don't want to. Uh, I'm fine with spoilers, but I guess anyone listening, if you don't like spoilers, you're not going to get them here anyways. Maybe, or maybe you will. I don't know.
You might not. I'm
I
gonna
don't.
try not
I
to.
don't. Okay, then apparently we're not going to get any spoilers. Whatever. That's fine. Uh, Also, I guess I didn't say it before at the beginning of the podcast. There's if you haven't seen the first 13 episodes of Attack on Titan, we're probably going to spoil it all. I'm assuming you're listening to this because you've already watched it. This isn't a review podcast. This is more just us talking about it while we're drinking. So, we'll be talking about what we like, assume. But I don't know. That's whatever. Oh, we talked about. Oh, another thing. I completely forgot about this. While we was discussing this anime before we started watching it, you kept hyping up the music a lot, and I don't want to say like I snubbed it or like I didn't shit on it, but like I kind of was like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, yeah. And you think I would care a lot more about the music since I'm a musician? I have a degree in music. You think I would care a lot more? And then, yeah, now I regret not listening to you more or getting as hyped about it as you said, because he's the person who composes music is one of my favorite composers. Hiroyuki Sawano. He did he composed for Xenoblade Chronicles X, one of my favorite games. A big surprise for me, especially because of something we're going to talk about later too. And he did the music for Promare, the futuristic firefighting movie. And I love the soundtrack for both of those. And then it wasn't until we was watching it that I picked it out and I was like, wait, this music sounds so similar. It sounds just the same as the other. And I was like, there's no way. There's no way it's the same composer. Then I looked it up and it is. So, Blue, you were right. The music's hype. I like it.
I'm happy to hear that because I love this music. I listen to it surprisingly amount, or a surprisingly large amount of times, like throughout the day. So
Yeah. Um, I might start doing that too. I'm going to have to
I
actually look
better.
up some of the soundtrack, but because I don't know any of the names of the song. Um,
Right.
do you know the names of the songs?
Um, Call of Silence is a really good one. Um, Another one is really quick. I gotta think of it. Another one that I really like is it's a German name. It's called like So ist es immer or something like that. But we won't hear it for a while. But it's just still one of my favorites. Then you have ones just like they have weird names like Shingeki something. I think they got weird names, I feel like, mainly because he named them or maybe they just have names because I don't know how to word this, but like this one's name is like 2013 0218, like it was made February 18th, 2013, which it was because that's whenever he composed the music for the series. So,
No, just getting
um,
lazy on naming, maybe.
yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of music for the show.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Uh, I listen to the Xenoblade Chronicles X soundtrack a lot. Not so much the Premiere soundtrack. I should probably look more into that. But yeah, I guess I got another show. I don't remember what else he's composed for. I never looked that far into his discography, but I'm sure there's other cool stuff in it. That I'll find out eventually. It's so cool that my music education degree, the only use I feel like I get out of it is the fact that I can recognize this one composer's music and anime. I mean, it works, I guess.
Hey, that's I mean, I honestly am envious. That's just amazing to hear.
What's the? I know we only watched the first opening and endings. Which season has the best?
When it comes to an opening, I really like the 3rd season's uh, 2nd opener. The 3rd season's 2nd opener, because that season has 24 or 25 episodes, and
Gotcha.
its opener switches halfway through. The 2nd one's one of my favorites, visual and, like, visual-wise, and then also just sounds really good. But when it comes to, like, closers, I really like the last season. It's a really good closer.
Okay.
But you have to be a while before you hear those ones,
Yeah,
though.
it'll probably be a while. I don't know when I'll keep watching the rest of this, but I'll get around to it. Um, yeah, and then I mean, I guess the second half of the last season doesn't come out until next year. We're supposed to, I think.
Yeah, it should be honestly at the end of this year, hopefully.
Oh, I thought I saw something about it being 2022.
I hope not. I'm gonna cry if that's the case.
Oh, it'll be fine. Oh, speaking of crying, yeah, I'll just go. So, because so many people die, you kind of just got get over it real quick. I'll say, in this last episode, at least, was it? Yeah. Uh, they did a pretty good job at making some of the deaths dramatic and, I mean, I guess a little emotional. Uh, Even though we haven't seen a lot of these characters much yet, but I felt like they actually did a pretty good job. I don't remember pretty much any of their names, but there was the elite squad of the garrison people, where their names was. One got smashed, I think. The other one saved a guy and got eaten because of it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Right, yeah, when it comes to names, I probably wouldn't remember. Just the main name that we just watched would probably be, like, Marco.
Oh yeah, and that one was a little sad too because Gene got emotional about it or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. 'Cause not too long before he saw his dead body, Marco was just trying to save his ass, you know?
Yeah, that's right. And he was just like talking about how he wasn't going to let anyone else die because of him, and well, it looks like someone else did.
Yeah, might not have been because of him, but he might think that it was, so
Wait, is there more? Is there a mystery that gets revealed later about Marco's death?
let's just say it'll be a few seasons before we get there.
What? Okay.
Yeah, we got a ways to go before you
That's
figure out how he died or why.
what? Oh man, don't. Well, dang, now I'm gonna be that and favorite character. I mean that's gonna bug me now too. But my favorite character is Sasha, and then I've been trying to get information out of you of what happens to Sasha because I want to know if she makes it out okay or if she's waffle out because I don't want to get attached to this character. She's gonna die like in the next few episodes or whatever, and you won't tell me anything. But I guess I understand that. That's fine. But so tempting to look it up though. Like I
Hey,
don't
don't
care.
worry about she has plot armor, man, she's fine.
I don't know. You might just be telling me that just to get my hopes up. It could happen anyone. Not that I don't trust you, boss. I'm not going to trust you on this
Let's
point.
just say she has a whole backstory we haven't seen yet.
Oh, okay.
We don't know why we learned where she's from. She's from a really small hunting village. Like, why is a redneck, little girl from a small hunting village wanting to join, you know, the what's it called?
I don't know.
The scouts, or more rather, I
Scouts.
think she was just wanting to join just the army in general, the cadets. But
Yeah.
why is she there?
Sounds right to
It's
me. Was it so she could steal potatoes, boiled potatoes?
maybe.
That's what won me over.
Yeah.
She even tried to share. Who's
And it's funny because that's brought up in the very late season about her sharing that potato,
is it?
and and the fact that it wasn't even half,
Yeah. Oh
hardly
yeah.
even half.
I said that when we was watching it. I'm
Yeah,
glad. Okay. I feel like you might be making that up too, just to try convince me to make sure I watch until then. You keep telling me all this stuff happens way later. Uh, I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, Sasha's definitely my favorite just because of the silly kind of personality she has and just food and stuff. I think you told me. I'm trying to remember who your favorite character was, but I
One of
forgot.
my favorite, I like to just say he is my favorite, but he's just one of my top characters would be Reiner. His
Oh
name
yeah,
is
that's who you
Reiner
said.
Braun.
I forgot.
Braun.
I don't remember. After they did he show back up since once they graduated? I don't remember him being
Yeah, a
around.
few times.
Oh, I only remember him when they were in school. Also, that little confusion I had before we started because I knew before we watched this anime, um, I only knew of Eren, Mikasa, Armin, and Levi. Those are the only characters I knew the names of. Didn't really know anything about them. But then you mentioned Erwin, and then I got Erwin and Armin confused for a while, and then you had cleared up. Then I finally saw Erwin on here. That's as far as that story goes. I don't know where I was going with it. I just want to bring that up. So who is your favorite then, or have we not seen him yet?
I mean, I really like Armin personally. He is
Has that
pretty.
talk no
He's
jutsu?
yeah, and I just think he's like the most powerful of all the cadets.
Oh,
I think he's the strongest.
really?
Yeah,
Huh.
the most potential.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I
No.
feel like I'll say this. I feel like in the later seasons, I think he will be uh one of the strongest, the most feared. I'd say.
Wow. Ooh, that's cool. So he has a lot of character development. That's nice. I
Uh,
like that.
yeah,
I'm assuming that's what you mean by that. I
yeah,
forget the other master of Talk no Jutsu. Was the bald guy with the alcohol.
yep. Pixis is
Pixies?
probably the way. It should. I think it's pronounced Pixis.
Pixis? Well, it's going to be Pixies now. So, Pixie should be my favorite. He was pretty cool because he had alcohol. He should be the whole mascot for this episode, or this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
He also talks about wanting to get eaten by a female Titan. So I hope he gets his dream. Or I mean, if he goes, death by snoo snoo and whatnot. Well, I guess that's technically not snoo snoo, but I guess that would be not the worst way to go. I don't know. I feel like eating. Oh, I'm just going to keep segueing all my thoughts into the next thought. I complain about this a lot too. When they get swallowed whole, why are they not cutting themselves out?
Man, I guess you'd have to get swallowed whole yourself to understand. I'd say it's very rare that they get swallowed whole. I feel like they chew most of the time. They also like to, as we saw in like the first episode, they like to make sure they're dead before they eat them.
Oh yeah, they
Like
snap.
like Aaron's mom, she was dead before she got
Yeah,
eaten. Let's just say that.
snapped her right in half.
Yeah, yeah.
There's one guy who was one of the guys that Levi saves, straight up, who's just like nibbling on him, just like straight up like acting like he's going to chew on him, just nom 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 until he
I
like
mean,
stabs him in the face, and then he actually chomps down.
those nibbles got some power to them.
Yeah, I
I'd
mean
say.
he was still
Probably
alive.
breaking all the bones internally.
Yeah, that's true.
He ended up dying, right? If we're talking about the one that
Yeah,
Levi saved, yeah,
he still got chomp. He did get chomped down on eventually, but Levi
yeah,
should have been a little faster. If he would have been there a
yeah.
few seconds, he, I mean, I say he probably would have still been alive, but he also probably would have been not wanting to be alive with the
I'll just
condition he
say,
was in.
this isn't the first time Levi is going to be late to save someone.
Wow.
Let's just say he's really good at being late.
Wow. Okay. He should. What happened?
Being a character as strong as him, having him always, at the danger zone, I feel it could be a little bit too not safe, but should be a little bit too OP for the characters. That everyone would feel safe. They'd have him around them.
I still feel
He's
like
not.
everyone should just be better, but whatever. I don't know. What I'll get over it. That bitterness will eventually fade away, anyways. But no, I'm still stuck on this. They could cut themselves out. I mean, we saw it the time it shows Aaron inside the stomach. It shows him. I mean, he's alive for plenty long enough. It shows the other woman who eventually does die. It shows them alive long enough to at least complain. I get that sounds like a
Well,
mean
here's
way to
this.
put it.
How about you let's say they cut themselves out of their stomach, and then they gotta cut through, like, their skin, and they're out of the Titan, right?
Yeah,
What do you think the Titan's just gonna, like, sit there and be like, "Oh, I guess you can leave"? I think the
maybe.
Titan would probably grab him again and then eat him again, because obviously there's one way to kill a Titan. They went over that.
Yeah, no. Someone said there was two ways.
Well,
You
that
shove a
was
sword up their ass. That
yep,
that was mentioned a couple times.
I think he also said that was, just a rumor.
Ah, might as well try that. Hey, as
So,
many
I mean,
times as
yeah,
they
it is.
snuck up behind the Titans and then not kill them, they should at least tried that. I mean, I'm never gonna get off this. They should be better. They snuck up on them a lot. They should at least try to cut the neck and not just be well, no, they're not. It's not even like they're being cowards because they're acting as decoys and distracting them. They're getting their attention. Why not just go up on top of that neck and get it from there? What I don't know. Whatever. They should be better. Anyways, next thing to talk about, we discovered something about this anime. A secret all along. You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, it's just a if I'm remembering correctly, this is just a new take on a mecha anime.
Yeah, it's a mecha with flesh. Yeah, I discovered it, and we both realized we don't like mecha animes. So, sorry to ruin this for you, but yeah, we're watching a mecha anime now. Maybe that's why I didn't like Attack on Titan at first, because I don't like mechas. That would explain everything. You know,
Yeah.
I say that, but then when I watched Gurren Lagann, which is mecha, and loved it. Uh, Also, the same people that made Premiere, with right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then Xenoblade Chronicles X is also a bunch of mecha stuff, and I really like that. So I don't know, maybe my opinion is just changing. Maybe that's why after getting used to Gurren Lagann and Xenoblade Chronicles X, that's why I can come back now and enjoy Attack on Titan. Now I can start to enjoy another mecha anime after all this time. We solved it.
It I'm the same way when it comes to mecha anime. I'm not a huge fan. I've never really watched any. But now that I've considered this being a mech, I might actually try watching them again or giving them another shot.
Yeah, Gurren
Because if
Lagann's a good
this
one.
can be this good, yeah. If Attack on Titan can be this good, then shoot, maybe other mechas not as bad as I might think.
It's I'll bring this up, and then we haven't even explained yet while we think it's a mecha. I'll joke
True.
because I joked about the armor titan being a mecha because he has the steam, and at one point it looked to me like he was breathing out like a little flame, like kind of like a blowtorch kind of flame out of his mouth. You said it was just steam. It looked like a little flame to me. But then there's also like the lightning or whatever, and then there's the part in this one of these episodes where Armin is knocking or hitting the back of Aaron's Titan body, the back of his neck, and it sounded like wood or some kind of metal. So yeah, I mean, throwing all those out there, this is definitely a mecha. Were there anything else I missed?
I don't think so. That's pretty much it.
So everyone listening, there we have it. Officially from us two random people. Attack on Titan is officially now a mecha anime. Go to any kind of Wikipedia, any kind of source, and change the genre type. It's definitely a mecha. I don't know how to do that myself. Otherwise, I'll probably try because that sounds like something stupid I would do. Uh, then I don't know. It's stupid. Uh, oh, more stuff. Right, keeps popping up. That it's not me complaining, but actually it is. Aaron's clothes when he turns into Titan. So I mean, we get to see what his body's like while he's in the Titan, in his Titan form, and he is still wearing the clothes. But still, I don't know why they're not ripping off. You try to
Mm,
explain it to me. I'm not understanding.
I mean, if we think about it, mechas, people in the
Oh yeah,
mechas,
that was the yeah, okay.
their clothes don't come off when they're in a mecha, right? It's the same thing here.
I think I have seen Mecha's anime. Wait, why I feel like Kamino's clothes and Gurren Lagann will come off, or maybe that was just some weird animation. I don't remember if they ever did or not. Uh, but yeah, you're right. That's the other point that this is a mecha. I forgot about that one. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm trying to think. So where does the Titan part grow from? Is it the part where he's bleeding, and then it kind
That's
of
a
just surrounds him from there, or
that is a good question.
is it from his mouth? Because his face is kind of like buried into the muscle, the stuff, whatever.
Right. I think, uh I think what we are meant to think or meant to believe is that it's I don't we haven't seen it yet, but you will see it. It just sort of comes it just sort of is created from like the head down. So starting from like I guess the neck. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say it's just created around Aaron and then him
Yeah,
being
I
in the
mean,
Titan.
it definitely looks like it's created random. And whenever he's first swallowed by a Titan, it looks like the first thing that grows out of him is the arm. So that's why I'm thinking like the part where he bleeds from. But it's also
Mm,
because every time he does it, he like bites his hand, and I assume that draws blood and opens up a place for the Titan part.
right.
I don't know. That's where my thinking's going with this. I don't know if it's right or not. I haven't looked into all the stuff. But I don't know. I assume you know more than me. You're obviously not going to spoil it for me, like you said, but that's what I'm thinking. And I guess I'll find out later if that's
Yeah,
true or not.
like I said, a while ago, off this, recording, most of your questions will be answered, uh, for sure. Most of your questions, like almost anything will be answered. So, just look forward to those being answered, whether it's soon or really later, but
Okay. They better. If not, we're going to have some words with, I don't know, probably you, since, I mean, I know other people that watch the show, but you and I talked about it more. Also, I always told them I was not going to watch this again, so now I can't ever face them again. Oh no! If they listen to this podcast, they'll find out that I gave in and watched it. Oh, well, I told some people I was going to give it a try. Uh, I am glad I did rewatch it though. How many episodes are in each season? I know this one has 25, I think it said, and you said the
Yeah.
are they all 25 long seasons?
No, pretty much this season is 25, but one of those are just a recap of the first half, so technically just 24 episodes.
Is
And
that
then
right?
season 2 is the short season, just having 12 episodes. And then it goes back to being long seasons, season 3 having 24 or 25, and then season 4 will have a good amount as well, more than 20, or hopefully more than 20.
Mm-hmm. I definitely believe what you're saying, and I'm not looking it up right now. And I did. So for the first season is 25. The recap episode isn't considered as it's not numbered.
Oh, interesting.
And then I'm making me do math. Yeah, and it looks like what you said about the rest of them is probably true. I'm not going to look it up anymore. Uh, but okay. I mean, I guess I'm trying to think of how long it'll take me to catch up. I'm watching so many other anime right now. So I don't know how long it'll take me to actually do this. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, uh, hey, uh, there's so much I want to talk about. I don't want to ask just the generic questions, but I'm actually just curious. What was your favorite part? Let's just do that. What's your favorite part of this first half of the first season?
Um, there's so many like good parts, especially with the music. Do love the music. It just makes any scene just 10 times better. Um, thinking about it, whenever whenever Armin is just using his words, that's just like such a good scene, considering how weak and like useless he thought he was, and then just going out there and just killing it, man. That's just like. motivating. I don't know, I just love Armin.
Yeah, that's what's up. Mine. Thanks for asking me. Uh, uh, not to cut you off, but before I forget or accidentally change the subject again, was when they are trying to refuel or get more fuel, and I guess, was it Armin who came with the plan with that too? Or
I
wait, who
think
came with
so.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, about
She,
going down and shooting the Titans in the face, and the other people coming up behind and
yeah.
getting them. Okay, I thought that was going to be cool. I remember that from the manga, uh, and I was really looking forward to seeing that scene again. And I think they show it in the opening too, and it looked pretty cool, or something similar to it. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up. But yeah, I was looking forward to that. It was a pretty cool scene. Um, it wasn't as cool as I was expecting though. It was still pretty cool. I think my favorite actually was the part of Eren carrying the rock or the boulder,
Right,
because
yeah,
they
that
made
was
that
really
really dramatic, and I thought they did pretty well with it. And that's also where some of the deaths happening during that were done well. But yeah, it all paid off. I was just, I guess, Titans. I don't know how strong Titans actually are, but I was thinking if Aaron can move this boulder, what's stopping any of the other Titans from moving it? Is Aaron just as a Titan even stronger?
I mean, just looking at him, he does look, like, really shredded and just like a strong looking Titan. He's really tall. I'd say he's like a well, seeing all the Titans, there's, like, shorter ones, taller ones. I'd say he's one of the taller ones for sure, being, uh and also being just super strong. He looks like he could lift that boulder if he really tried. I
And
was
he
also
did.
surprised whenever I saw him lift it, but, it's also really awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty
Really
cool.
awesome. So,
Uh, Going back to clothes, I keep thinking about this. I mean, I don't know. The Titans are dumb and weird. Uh, Man, do you ever see any with clothes on? Or
um,
are they just nudists? I mean, they don't have any genitals. It
you
points that
might
out.
you might see a one in the very first episode of season 2. You might see one wearing a nice fur coat. I'll just say
What?
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Mm,
Okay.
what did you think about
I'm
that?
trying to think about that. I assumed it would just be like a dead animal. Well, no, they don't really care about other animals, so I don't know why I would do that. I was thinking like a dead animal is just like draped around them, but
Mm.
I don't know. Well, I'll see that when I get there. Yeah, I kept thinking about that. I was like, there must be one with clothes. I mean, oh yeah, the armored titan. I asked you before, is it actually armor or is it just really thick muscles?
Um, it does have, like, a nice little layer of armor around it for sure. You'll see that, as well in season the anime really pops off season 2 when it comes to, like, learning well, you learn most in season 3, but season 2, you really
So much
see a
waiting.
lot of crazy stuff, so,
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on that. It
yeah.
better. You keep telling me that. Okay, but I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. They're mechas, anyways. Well, I'm trying. Was there anything else? I feel like there's a whole bunch of stupid stuff I could just say. No, I think pretty much everything I said so far was pretty dumb. Is there anything you don't like about this show? Yeah, you said you compared it to me how obsessed I am with magicians and how many times I rewatch it. You said the same thing with you, but is there anything you don't like about it?
There's, like, a few things. Oh, I don't wanna say a few things because it would take me I know there are some things for sure. I guess the main one being, like, I would just wish it was longer. I wish it was more episodes. I hate that it's already ending. Uh, like, it's gonna be ending pretty soon, but there's definitely other things that the show could have done better. I feel like, the animation's pretty, like, okay for sure. Like, Wit Studio did a great job. Um, when it comes to season 4, I really wish Wit Studio, kept, doing the animation,
Is
but
it that different? I mean, I know it's Mappa takes over, but is it like,
yeah.
no?
Yeah, it is really different. Like, Mappa still did a really great job, but it's just, like, it kinda, like, it's different. You'll just have to see it for yourself when we get there. It's just very thinking back on it, it might be it's just I don't know. I don't wanna spoil anything, but it's just like it's just things look different.
Okay,
Things
I
look
get.
different
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
get you. That's fine. It's whatever. But that is that it? That's so. Besides that, no other complaints, huh?
I'd have to think about it for a while.
Oh, I know one complaint you probably had. The part where you was pretty sure Annie, the blonde one, whenever she was supposed to like jump on the jaw or stomp on the jaw with that Titan, and we rewatched the scene a couple times to double check, and it either you're misremembering it wrong or it happens at a different time, or they cut it out, right?
Um, I think it was. I have a feeling it was just buggy with the Crunchyroll. Like I have a feeling that episode. Like I might have to watch it on something else just to confirm.
Yeah,
But
I
maybe
think
I'm just
Crunchyroll
like
took it out.
what maybe like what did you think that scene? What happened there? What did you see?
You know, you're right because I assume she. I didn't see anything. But I assume she either killed it or she knocked Gene out of the way, or did something because they both ended up fine. I assume she killed it, but yeah, it didn't show what they did. And I'll say it wasn't on your end, like it wasn't a bug or anything, because later I went back to see on my own Crunchyroll. I mean, it's still Crunchyroll account, but I went on my own account and then looked, and it's cut out from there too. So I don't know if Crunchyroll cut it out, but yeah, it's definitely not there.
Yeah, it's weird. It pretty much just imagine the Titan. It was sort of flying at Jean or Jean. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name, but it's
I don't know
different, I
either.
guess, for
I'm gonna say Gene.
the a Titan was flying at him, but the Titan was kind of like upside down. It was an aberrant, obviously, so it like jumped. And imagine just Annie like stepping on its chin, like pushing it down towards the ground, pretty much, like falling on it, just to make it where its mouth doesn't, so Jean doesn't like fly into its mouth, pretty much.
Okay. I mean, I can. I feel like I'm pretty much picturing perfectly what you're saying. Hey, anybody
Yeah.
listen to this? If you want to get in touch to confirm if this is seen as true or not, you can go ahead and do that. Until you do, I'm going to assume Blue is lying to me about this as well.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I know. I'm sure it was. I don't know. Maybe Crunchyroll did something weird. I believe you. What you're saying makes perfect sense, and it definitely was something weird with it. I don't know what happened with that. Crunchyroll, if you're listening to this, fix it. I don't know what happened. If that's on your end, if that's on someone else's end, it was weird. Somebody messed up.
Yeah, I don't know. I really want to find it somewhere else just to confirm. I don't know. That image is in my head, but maybe it just didn't happen. Maybe we're just to assume that Annie just saved him somehow. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Um, but yeah, that's. I mean, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else that stuck out in this first season that you think I may have missed or you think is important for me to remember? Because I'm trying to think
Um,
of anything else.
the main thing that I really hope you are looking forward to is that basement. Man, they keep bringing up the
Oh
basement
yeah, the
key. This
basement.
this basement. I hope you're just really looking forward to that because it's gonna be a while before we get there. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm
And you
talking
keep saying that, but yeah.
really long time. But pretty much that's like the main thing that they want to do right now is get to that basement. Um,
What if that? I
but,
mean, the way you said it makes it sound like they get to it eventually. But what if that's just the finale of the series? What if that would have been the finale of the series? They just get to the basement, and they're like, "Oh, this," and then that's it. That's the end of the show, or something.
um, it's funny you say that because technically it was the finale, just not of the whole show. I'll
Uh,
tell you what season you see it, but it
okay,
was a finale.
okay. You said long time, and there's only technically three finales so far, with
Yeah.
the first, second, and third season. So I'm going to assume
Yeah.
the season finale of three. Okay, it's fine. I'll get there eventually. I don't.
And
There's.
another thing I was gonna say, just his dad in general.
Oh
Like
yeah.
what we saw a couple cutscenes of well, I don't know what you could assume it might be, maybe the past or Maybe he's just having a bad dream, Eren was, but
Oh yeah, because
seeing
he injected him with some kind of memory thing
right, and he
serum.
said this is gonna he said it's gonna, like, ruin his memory a little bit or, it's gonna, like, f alter his me not alter his memories, it's just gonna, like, fog up his memories. I forget the wording he used exactly, but and that it did, like, Eren can't really, think he can't he Eren can't really remember much, but he did for some reason know how to activate his
Yeah,
Titan power.
that's
Is
weird.
weird.
I
Right.
I thought about that too. I was like, maybe it's just instinct. I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah.
he seemed to just figure that out right away. That was kind of
Yeah.
weird.
And his dad was saying, "You need to master this." And one line that his dad said that you might not understand was he said, their memories will help you understand it," or something like that. He said their memories. I don't know what I mean, I know what he's talking about, but you probably have no clue what that means.
Yeah.
Um, their memories will help you. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah,
Like
there.
he
Oh
gave
yeah, I did think about that because it was like it makes it sound like there's multiple people's memories or something. Kind of like a
right.
one for all type deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
don't know if it's anything like that, but I doubt it. But that's kind of the first thing it
yeah.
reminded me of when he was saying their memories.
Mhm.
Where did he go? Where's his dad been at this whole time?
Well, that we don't know.
Oh, he just
He's
disappeared. Okay.
yeah. Apparently his dad's missing, and apparently Aaron has amnesia. That's what Levi was just saying. Like he said, how convenient that is, which it is kind of convenient. It's like, oh, it's like the lullaby. You have amnesia.
Yeah,
You're turn into a titan. Your dad's missing. Just like, what's up, Aaron? Who are you? What are you?
that's some good questions. I have all kinds of theories. I'm not going to share all of them because most of them are wild. I already mentioned how I'm pretty sure more people can turn into Titans, but I have no idea if that's true or not. It makes sense to me. Uh, I guess I'll just keep finding out. I said because I know there's a female Titan that shows up eventually.
Hmm.
Mainly, and I don't know if Pixie ever gets his wish for that or not. But I was saying it was probably Mikasa. You turned that down really quick, but I don't know that's because I was spot on or I'm just dead wrong. But I don't know. I haven't seen it though. I've only heard it. I keep saying all this stuff, and I don't know. I literally have just seen like maybe memes or pictures or some kind of promotion stuff like that, and that's where I get all my guesses from. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this. I don't really have much more to say for now. I liked it a lot better. Mainly, my anything I have left to say is just questions about what's going to happen. But instead of just making those guesses and questioning you, I could just go watch it. So yeah, thanks for doing this with me. I mean, it wasn't really short notice because I mean, I've been talking about doing this podcast and trying to get you on it. And then you're like, "Okay, we'll watch Attack if you watch Attack on Titan with me, uh, then maybe you do the podcast." And then it sounded like you still want to back out, but then we're doing it now obviously, and I thank you for joining me.
Hey man, I am happy I could be of assistance. I'm glad I could be your first guest. Uh, just and I can't wait to watch the rest of the series. It's one of my favorites. So,
Yeah, uh, yeah. You say you're my first guest, uh, and you are. So for anyone who stuck around and listened to this, this is technically the first recording of this alcohol anime podcast. Most likely not going to be the first episode. It's the pilot. It's going to be the one. It's going to release eventually, but because it is such a big one, since we watched 13 episodes spanning over 4 hours, it feels like it should be like a finale kind of deal. So I have no idea where I'm going to put
really?
it. It would be a great premiere, but I have other plans for that. So if you're listening to this, you probably know where it is. You probably know what episode number this is. You probably know the title. I'm trying to think of title names. I was thinking maybe like Eren Jägermeister's Attack on Titan or something like that. But I don't know what I'm going to title this episode. If you're listening to this though, you already know the title, so it doesn't matter to me. If you can somehow let me know what I'm going to do, that means time travel is a thing, and that'll be weird. We can start doing other kind of stuff then. But no, that like I said, that's the end of this episode of Alcohol and Anime. I hope you enjoyed it. It's going to be me rambling until I finally just stop. But thank you all so much for listening, for sticking around. I hope you enjoy. I hope you also grab a drink too and joined along. Maybe you also went back and rewatched this first half of the season too, and then listen. I think that's the ideal. You drank along while you watch it, and then you drank with us. I don't know if you did that or not, or if you're just listening. But whatever you do, keep doing you. But if you do like it on wherever you're listening to this on, go ahead and like it, subscribe to it, all that stuff. If you can leave a review, give me the best review. You can lie too if you don't want to give the best review. You don't think it deserves it? I hope I do, but you can lie and say it was still the best. Because I'm sure that helps. I don't know how all this analytics for this stuff works, but I listen to podcasts and they say stuff like that, so I'm saying it to you all too. But yeah, thanks again. This is the end, and bye.
Bye. Adios. Bye bye.